Welcome back to another episode of Talking Sports with your boy DP. And y'all thought I forgot about y'all in them NBA playoffs. I didn't. I gotta talk about it, man. We gotta talk about some of them game ones that passed. I know that some of the game twos gonna start later on tonight. So you feel me? I just gotta talk about the game ones, you feel me? I'm gonna go over for a little bit, talk my trash a little bit, and you feel me, hype up who I'm gonna hype up because it got to be done. I can't leave y'all hanging, you feel me? My Miami Hurricanes, you feel me, spring game, really couldn't see it. So that's why I ain't bring no video, because I ain't wanna really bring about nothing that I really couldn't see. Cause ain't nobody really see nothing but the people that got to go and watch in person. But with that being said, we talking about these NBA playoffs, man. First round. First game I want to talk about, man, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Timberwolves, man. The Timberwolves went to LA and handled business. I'm trying to tell you, man, 95-117. Luka Doncic did his thing. 37 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. 12 of 22, 54% from the floor. 5 of 10 from the 3, 50%, man. LeBron, we can tell he getting a little older, man. He ain't the same LeBron that we used to going out there dominating. Or maybe he just need to try to get his instead of letting Luka go out there and get his and just focus on Luka doing the damn thing. No, LeBron, both of y'all got to do what it do because y'all don't got nobody on y'all bench. Who do you guys have besides Austin Reeves? And Austin Reeves ain't give y'all nothing. Austin Reeves was looking suspect out there. And the Timberwolves, they smell blood in the water. Them boys are ready to play. Shout out to Jaden McDaniels, man. The man is very consistent. The man be doing this thing. 25 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. 11 of 13 from the floor, 84%. 3 of 3 from the 3, 100%, man. I told you, man, the man very consistent. The man gonna get the job done. And, you know, Ant-Man, he always praises me, always show his dog, Jaden McDaniels, love. And I also got to give a shout out to Ant-Man. He came with that aggressive mentality. He kind of struggled from the floor, though. 8 of 22, 36%. But, you know, 22 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, 1 steal. But I got to give the love to Naz Reid off the bench. Naz Reid was dropping threes and couldn't nobody see him. I'm talking about he was dropping everybody off. Naz Reid went 6 of 9 from the 3, 66%. Ended the night with 23 points. You get this from Naz Reid, you get this from Jaden McDaniels on a consistent night. And then, you never know, you might get one of them monster nights from Ant-Man. And they got the roster, you feel me? I want to say DiVincenzo, they got him off so he can cook at any point. Was struggling from the 3, though, that game. But, yeah, man, the Lakers also shot 39% from the floor as a team and 36% from the 3. So they got to get something from somebody. Somebody got to get them some buckets besides LeBron and besides Luka. And LeBron, you got to get in the rhythm very, very early. Because if not, I got the Timberwolves in 5. Timberwolves smelling blood in the water. And I'm also going to pick the Timberwolves to win the next game. But we're going to see. Prove me wrong, Luka. Prove me wrong, LeBron. But I don't know how much defense Luka going to play. I'm just being real. Now, LeBron, you know, he gonna do what he do, but I don't know, man. The old man look kind of old right now. And I don't want to give him too much because I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. And I can say that. But I ain't gonna give him too much because you know the man older. What I'm looking like, you feel me, talking trash to a senior citizen. I respect my elders. Next game I'm gonna talk about, though, because I ain't talking about these games in no particular order. So just listen in the order. I'm giving it to you. You feel me? So we got Los Angeles Clippers. Got defeated by the Denver Nuggets. Let's say it like that. I got defeated by the Denver Nuggets, 112-110. This was a great game, man. It went into overtime, man. And if Kawhi can come, feel and give you a little bit more, because Kawhi gave us something, man. But, you know, the high man of the night was James Harden with 32 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds, 11 for 22 from the floor, and 4 for 9 from the 3. James Harden was in his bag, man. James Harden was cooking. We need a little bit more from Kawhi, man. Kawhi, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, 9 of 15 from the floor, 60%, and 1 of 3 from the 3. But he also had 7 turnovers. You got to take care of the ball, Kawhi, and we're going to need some more buckets, man. You got to get into that Toronto Kawhi mode. We got to see him. Feel me? You've been missing a lot of time. A lot of people been saying we don't know if Kawhi gonna be able to be that superstar he once was because he always, we barely get to see him. Well, prove them people wrong, Kawhi, because you feel me? I'm a fan of you. But we got to see more of you. And I like what Zubac been bringing to the Clippers also. I know I'm talking about the losers. I'm going to get into their little shine, but we're going to get to the winners in a second. But Zubac, he did his thing, 21 points, 13 rebounds. But Jokic, you feel me, a.k.a. Groot, if I said that right. I'm talking about my boy from Despicable Me. You feel me? So, hey, correct me if I'm wrong. I'll just say that. But my boy Jokic had 29 points, 12 assists, 9 rebounds, 3 steals, 12 of 24 from the floor, and 1 of 4 from the 3. Denver Nuggets, I'm not going to say they look as dominant as years past, but they still saying, hey man, we done been here before. We know how to do this, and we ready to rock and roll. I feel like Denver has a little bit too much for the Clippers. Even though Clippers is a good team, they can match up with Denver, quite well. But Denver won, and Michael Porter Jr. had a bad night. And it ain't no guarantee Michael Porter Jr. gonna end the night with, I want to say, I don't know how much points he had, because he ain't give them nothing, you feel me, in that first game. But I don't expect Michael Porter Jr. to have a night like that every night. And they also got 25 points out of Aaron Gordon, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, 8 of 14 from the floor. And Westbrook brought what they needed also to get them through this game, to go ahead and finish this thing and turn up. So, Clippers, they had a 15-point lead at one point. And the Clippers also had more points in the paint and more fast break points than Denver. And Denver still ended up getting a W. So it kind of concerns me for the Clippers. So I got Denver in game 2. Clippers prove me wrong. Go out there and show me something. You feel me? Make a believer out of DP. Next game up, we're going to talk about the shellacking the Indiana Pacers put on the Milwaukee Bucks. Ain't nobody help Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo, a.k.a. Greek Freak. I'm going to just call him Giannis because I probably butchered his last name. 36 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks, 14 to 23 from the floor. Giannis, he going to get his, man. Giannis is going to get his. But I would like to demonstrate an example of what Kyle Kuzma did in game 1. That's all he did, ladies and gentlemen. 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 blocks, 0 steals. Just 0, 0, 0. He did nothing for 22 minutes. Me, you, and everybody else watching this pod, watching the game, had the same amount of production as Kyle Kuzma had in game 1. Kyle Kuzma, you got to step it up, buddy. That's all I'm going to say of you. You got to step it up, because that's ridiculous. Pascal Siakam, he letting the world know he's not scared of Giannis. 25 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 10 of 15 from the floor, shooting 67%, 3 of 5 from the 3, shooting 60%, ready to ball. But the guy I really want to give the crown to, because he was going nuts and bonkers to me, was Miles Turner. 19 points, 5 rebounds, 4 blocks, 7 of 12 from the floor, 58%, and 4 of 6 from the 3, 67%. Dropping them boys off. Taking them boys to the daycare center all day long. I'm talking about Miles Turner was going crazy. He's proved to me last year he had a shot like that, and he doing it again. I think the Pacers got a little too much for the Bucks. Unless Dame come back. Cause I heard Dame. Well, I ain't heard. I seen Dame and Tyrese Halliburton talking that trash to each other. Dame letting them know it wouldn't be going down like this if I was out here. Well, hopefully Dame make a healthy recovery and come back and let the world see what he can do. Because I don't see when Dame Dollar, feel me, drop people off and send them home. You feel me? Shooting from half court. Because he like that. He one of them ones like Steph Curry when it comes to shooting them threes from deep. So we'll see if Dame get back. Because if not, it's going to be ugly for the Milwaukee Bucks. But with that being said, I'm picking Pacers in game 2 if Dame not there. Because I don't think Dame going to be there to game 3. If they go down 0-2, it's going to be real hard for them to fight back. But it ain't impossible. So moving along. I just want to go briefly over these games, man. You feel me? I don't want to hold y'all too long. Because I'm going to be talking about them back to back. Next game I'm going to talk about the New York Knicks versus the Detroit Pistons. New York defeated the Detroit Pistons 123-112. Pistons high man was Tobias Harris. Respectfully, you feel me? I talked a lot of trash about Tobias Harris when he was on the 76ers. So I'm glad to see him doing pretty good in game 1. 25 points, 6 rebounds, 8 of 13 from the floor, 62%, and 4 of 5 from the 3, shooting 80%. Getting buckets. Shout out to Tobias Harris, man. I always give him a hard time. Cade Cunningham got to do better, young man. Maybe he was a little nervous because he ain't been in the playoffs, you feel me? But Cade Cunningham, 21 points, 12 assists, 6 turnovers, 8 of 21 from the floor, shooting 38%, 1 of 4 from the 3, shooting 25%. Just horrible. And Tim Hardaway Jr. gave them a little action, 19 points. But other than that, they really couldn't get no love from the team. But they played good. They stuck in there with the New York Knicks. I ain't gonna lie. But Jalen Brunson, he turned to that machine that we all know him to be. 34 points, 8 assists. Karl Anthony Towns and Anunoby had 23 points apiece. So what I want to say, man, the Knicks, they could really dominate this series if Karl Anthony Towns just go crazy in the paint and just dominate. Because I don't feel like the Pistons can match up with that for real. But that's not really in Karl Anthony Towns' character. He got to prove that to me. He going to bang down there in that paint. Because, you know, he like to step out and pull, shoot threes all the time. He's a 7-footer. I don't understand. Go down there and bang, be a big man. But Karl Anthony Towns ain't going to do that. But he pressed me a little bit. But we'll see. It was 13 different lead chasers in this game. And Knicks came away with 12 steals and 9 blocks, forcing 19 turnovers. So Knicks was getting it in. Knicks also had 62 points in the paint to the Pistons 46. Moving on to the Magic versus the Celtics. The Magic lost 86-103. Celtics gave them boys the business. It was raining threes. Paolo Banchero, the most disrespected first rounder, 36 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 14-27 from the floor, shooting 51%, and 4 of 7 from the 3, shooting 57%. Paolo Banchero, man, this is your opportunity to prove to the world they need to put some respect on your name. But you got to win the game, man. You got to go crazy this playoff series right here, because you're going against the big dog. Y'all the underdog, and you got something to prove. You one of the only number 1 picks I see hardly covered. I guess they don't respect the fact that you are in Orlando. But hey, man, you were the number 1 pick and you hooping. You're going in. Even your peers respect your game. But the league, the media, they just undermine you so much. This your time to prove it. This your chance to prove it, man. This is your time. So Paolo Banchero, what you gonna do in game 2? Are you gonna step up and show out? Or are you just gonna let the Celtics sweep y'all under the rug? Because that's what I feel like is gonna happen. I would like to see y'all compete. I would like to see y'all, take that thing to game 7 and prove the world wrong and show the world something that they ain't never seen. Well, we seen something like that before, but show the world something they wasn't expecting. But Franz Wagner, he got to tighten up. 23 points, 5 assists, 5 turnovers, 10-24 from the floor. 1 of 6 from the 3, shooting 16%. If you're going to shoot them threes, Franz Wagner, you got to make it rain, big dog. You can't be out there bricking the city up. We ain't trying to help the three little pigs build their house, the best one, to protect them from the big bad wolf. You feel me? We got to get out there and be the pig with the axe and slaughter some stuff. You feel me? But moving on. Well, I ain't moving on to the game. I'm finna move on to the winning team. You feel me? So don't get me misconstrued. But my boy, Derek White with the ball head, 30 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. My guy was hooping, going crazy. Since he cut that hair off, he's been a madman on a mission, doing his thing out here. 10-18 from the floor, 7-12 from the 3, shooting 58%. And Peyton Pritchard also, man, I gotta give that man his credit too, man. 19 points, 6 of 8 from the floor, shooting 75%, and 4 of 6 from the three, shooting 66%. The boys was going in. It was a lot of Pritchard and a lot of Derrick White. You feel me? It shows you that the Magic may be outmatched. You feel me? The main two guys, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they ain't have to do much, man. They ain't have to do much at all. They let their homeboys do the thing and get the W for them. Boston outscored Orlando 30-18 in the third. Boston also had 32 points in the paint to Orlando's 28. Boston had 26 fast break points to the Magic's 4. And Boston also had 13 steals. Way to get it done, Boston. And I'm picking Boston to win game 2. You feel me? I ain't gonna cap. They showed me some good stuff. I'm picking a lot of teams that won game 1 because they showed me good stuff. The teams that lost, they gotta prove it. You gotta prove it. Especially some of these teams like the game I'm finna talk about right now, because the Memphis Grizzlies got their pants pulled down and they got spanked all across the court. Great day, 131-80. Where will the real Memphis Grizzlies please stand up? Please stand up. Will they please stand up? Because I don't know what they had going on. They was missing, man. They was missing. Ja Morant, 17 points, 4 assists, 6 of 17 from the floor, 35%. 1 of 6 from the three, shooting 16%. I don't know what's gotten with Ja, what's going on, man. Maybe because he ain't been in the playoffs often. Had he been to the playoffs? I'm not even sure he's been to the playoffs. But I ain't see him there last year. But damn. It's look real ugly, man. Real ugly. He can't have a performance like this again if they want to even make some kind of threat to my young gunners in OKC. Only 2 players on the Grizzlies scored 10 points or more. And that was Ja Morant. I can't think of the other guy who scored 17. Because at this point, I'm just calling him the other guy because it don't matter. They ain't do nothing. They shot 34% from the floor, man. Jalen Williams and them young gunners doing what it do. Jalen Williams was the high man with 20 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, 10 of 16 from the floor, shooting 62% from the floor. And Chet Holmgren, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 5 of 11 from the floor, shooting 45%, and 3 of 4 from the three, shooting 75%, dropping them boys off all night. OKC shot 50% from the field. Honestly, it was a team effort. Everybody was getting buckets, man. 6 different players had 12 points or more for the OKC Thunder. And the biggest lead was 56 points at one point. It was getting in these boys behind. It ain't make no sense, man. I'm talking about, I look at the score 1 point, it was 80-38. I'm like, what in the world is going on? I got OKC in 4. This is going to be a sweep. Memphis, because they look like they didn't even want to be out there. They look like they didn't even want to play. They look like they was ready to go home and chill and go shoot some guns or something. Did I say guns? My bad. But you know what I mean. And then we finna talk about next game up. We got Golden State Warriors smacking them young boys up there in Houston, the Houston Rockets, 95-85. They won by 10. Nice little win. Steph the Chef Curry was serving up trays all game long. We might as well call him Trey Curry now, because that's the name he need to deserve. He just be shooting trays all day long, shoot crazy trays, shoot trays in your face, crossing you over, shooting a tray. You think you finna block the shot? No, because that's a tray. Steph Curry. 31 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 12 of 19 from the floor, shooting 63%, and 5 of 9 from the three, shooting 56%. He was making it rain. And my dog, Jimmy Butler, 25 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals, 10 of 19 from the floor, shooting 52%, and 1 of 2 from the three. I love this newfound marriage with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler, man. This right here is nice. Because Steph Curry, he can get buckets. And Jimmy Butler definitely can get buckets. And Jimmy Butler going to do a little bit of everything also, as you see when I read that stat line out. They created a lot of fast break points off of turnovers. 16, that is, also. Rockets, more to be desired, man. The center, Sheegan, if I pronounce his last name right, because the first name I know I was going to butcher it. 26 points, 9 rebounds, 11 of 18 from the floor, 61%. It'll be good they get that from him continuously. But Jaylen Brown got to do better. 7 points, 3 of 15 from the floor, shooting 20%. That stink. Get that out of here. And Fred VanVleet was stinking up the game all day long. He was stinking all over the court. 4 of 19 from the floor, shooting 21%, and 2 of 13 from the three, shooting 15%. Ended off with 10 points. And Golden State out rebound the Rockets 52-36. Last but not least, we got the Miami Heats going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers defeated the Miami Heat 121-100. Bam Adebayo was the high man with 24 points, 9 rebounds, 10 and 22 from the floor, 45%. And Tyler Hero kind of had a rough night shooting 21 points, 7 to 18 from the floor, shooting 38%. 3 of 6 from the three, shooting 50%. That's not bad though. And I feel like they got to get more out of Andrew Wiggins, man. They need more out of you. They need Tyler Hero to get some buckets. And they need more out of Andrew Wiggins. But I didn't see that fight that I usually see out of a Heat team in the playoffs. But the fight I did see, the man that I know was ready, the dog that I did see was Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Spider-Man Mitchell. He was looking out a new generation Dwayne Wade out there, man. The man was going crazy. 30 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. 11 to 19 from the floor, shooting 57%. And there's Garland, his homeboy partner in crime, with 27 points, 5 assists. 10 to 17 from the floor, shooting 58%. 5 of 9 from the three, shooting 55%. I feel like the Cavaliers, they wanted more than the Heat. And I feel like the Cavaliers are tired of the disrespect that everybody giving them, feeling like they're not a real number one seed, talking about what the Boston Celtics going to do, already penciling in the Boston Celtics. Well, I feel like the Cleveland Cavaliers have something to say about that. So they trying to get the Heat on out the way, beat them by 21 points like it's nothing. And the Cavs was hot, shooting 51% from the floor. So, man, them the game ones, you feel me, that I'm going to go talk about. You feel me? Well, talk about all of them. So, I gave you who I'm going to pick in the next game also. So, we're going to see, man. This is the NBA playoff. This is where superstars are made. This is where you make a name for yourself. Regular season is so long, it's no guarantee that everybody catch the regular season games. But you best believe everybody tuning in for these playoffs. So, therefore, if you're a young gunner, if you're a player that don't got that big of a name, this is your time to make some noise, to make a difference, to step up and be a dog. Just do something great. Be a part of greatness. Be a part of history. Be a part of a big story in a playoff run. So with that being said, feel me, now just talk sports with your boy DP, the NBA playoffs. Like, share, subscribe, and your boy is out.